All right, so beautiful Sunday. I'm a little warm, but I said I'm going to take you along for the ride. We've been in this kind of overgrown area here with the sheeps. I don't know if you can see, there's a couple hundred or so, maybe a little more. And we're just going to push them. They got to go all the way over that hill, and we're starting the rotation over away from the hay ground. And the reason behind that is relatively simple. We're going to get a bunch of sheep next weekend, and I want them to be close to the road so we can load the new sheep into the old sheep and get everyone put together. So we're kind of fast forwarding our rotation back to the starting point. And so we're doing kind of a free move here. I wish I had a sheepdog, but I don't. I got myself on a four-wheeler. So unless something goes horribly wrong, we'll just do the whole thing. And I'm going to kind of come to the right here so that when they go up that hill, they'll press off to the left. It's really going to depend on that lead dog too. They follow that lead dog a little bit. We got to go redirect him. And they got all the gates shut, so we're just going to kind of keep them moving. See, that these are good dogs. They know we're moving, but they don't know where we're going, so they're kind of just staying with the sheep. And I'm willing to bet we have some sheep that are still back in the old paddock that we'll have to get and drive separately. So what we're doing is we're just going to try to get them pointed in the right direction and keep them grouped up. I'm glad this is a big wether. I lost him last year somehow. So he's a big fatty. And what we're going to do is try to get him up against that fence line and just drive him along it. So I got to go and turn these bunch over here. This is all fresh stuff. We got to get them moving in the right direction. Here, sheep. There we go. So it's a little bit of patience and not spazzing out. I see a wether here I probably should have kept as a ram. He's a beast. He's as big as some of the ewes. Come on, sheepy. This is a lot easier with Henry. Having a second kid who knows what he's doing. It's just easier. Come on, guys. Come on. We're kind of just working them up the hill and over. That's the plan. And I'm sorry if this makes anybody sick, but this is what we're doing. Sheppy! 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 Gotta keep those dogs with the sheep. I don't want them wandering in the wrong spot. The dogs are actually heading in the right direction, so hopefully the sheep will just go to the dogs. They're getting a little snack in this hayfield. We're going to convert this to pasture probably next year, meaning we'll just stop cutting it for hay. And it's all really fresh because we cut it about a week and a half ago. So they're trying to put their heads down and get a bite. But they don't know where we're going is even better. I've been having them graze that really rough stuff over there. And then I'm going to brush hog it and get it kind of kicked back into shape. Come on, you little bugger. And one of the other things I'm doing is I've castrated everything. Everything should have lost their nuts. So I'm just checking the behinds of the wethers to make sure that there's no nuts hanging on that I missed somehow. I've done it before, and it's not good. All right, well, we're past that first gate. Come on, sheep. I might add a little urgency here. I want to get them against the fence line. Excuse me. Come on, you little buggers. The dogs already know where they're going. You can see them over there. All right, I think I might put my phone down. You get the idea. We're just pushing them all the way to the front. You get the idea. I'm going to put my phone down and do this a little quicker. Well, you know, I said I was checking their back ends. Look at this beast. I looked at him. His ma, I didn't tag him, but I know who he is. That's a mid-May lamb. And he's got a big set of nuts on him. And I had to open field catch him, which is not easy. Basically, without a dog, here's how you open field catch one of these suckers. You get him running while you're on the four-wheeler, and then you jump on him off the four-wheeler and hope you don't break something as a 40-year-old. Ouch. I'm getting too old for that, but I got him, I did. He's not very happy with me, but he's got a big set of nuts on him. Maybe we can get him to turn around. Come on. He's a little stunned up there. Let me come in here and see if we can. I think I'll probably want to cut him now. There was somebody who said they wanted a black one or a brown one, and he's a beaut. Here, I'll just hang on. There, I got him against the wall now. You can see, but look at the nuts on that guy, huh? Anyway, gotta flip it around. The sheep are all moved on to fresh grass. I think I'll sell him as a ram, or at least try to before I have to cut him. And we're just gonna water all the sheep, and then we'll take this guy home to the ram farm. It's not very elegant, but I get the job done. All right, so we got the water moved, got the fence on, got the dog feeder, we got the dogs. A whole flock is here. I ran over the old rough ground just to make sure, minus that one ram that I have to either, I think I'm gonna keep him whole and see if that lady who wanted a dark ram wants him, otherwise I'll castrate him. And they got a lot to eat here. It's been a while since I made a video. As usual, I feel like I say this every summer, things just get away from me, and the first thing to drop is keeping up on video journaling. But the summer's gone very well from a farming perspective. It's been exciting and satisfying to see Henry step forward as a young man and shoulder more of the load. He's been doing lots of the hay work and doing chores when I'm stuck at a desk. And that's been a fun thing to see. The sheep flock is in probably the best post-lambing condition that I've ever had them. I was talking to a grazing guy, and he said that this comfrey that I put in this is almost a pest weed. But with sheep, it's not a problem because they really enjoy it, and it's medicinal for them. And it seems to be the case. You know, this thing was rotten with, 4 or 5 foot tall old comfrey, and they beat it down pretty good and with a little clip, and you can see what we got going on here. Just oodles of feed in here. Pretty pleased with how it's going. Here you can see across the field. There's some of the cattle. Some are laying down. I know some are behind that hill over there too. But we have some cattle from another fella who's a little tight on grass, and I told him, well, that's not my problem. You can custom graze them over here, and maybe you should have taken a few more. We'll see. But it's always better to err on the conservative side. So as the year winds down, I expect I'll get back more into making videos and, using free time as it comes to me. But let's see what else. We're gonna go up and get roughly 50, 60, 70, somewhere in there. Don't have an exact number. Ewes and ewe lambs from Mr. Heller. He's just about the only other fella I know that's held the line, pun intended, of one wire sheep. So I've been bugging him for several years to let me buying some of his sheep, and he finally relented. It's very kind of him to do that. So we're gonna go up there next weekend and have a visit with him, have dinner. It's good to get together with friends, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll get to see a bunch of guys actually all at the same time, so that'll be fun. And then after that we have grazing school, and then we're firmly into the fall, heading towards winter. So this is kind of the last shout of summer. It feels like we've been getting steady rains, and I know other people have been having drought difficulties and heat difficulties, but you know, the good Lord looks after me, I guess. We haven't had really any problems. He must know I'm not tough enough to handle it. Anyway, that's all I got. Well, so that ram, I didn't feel like hooking up the trailer, so he's in the back of the truck. I'm hoping to just throw him in with the other rams before Ann notices, but he's not very happy with me. Yeah, you're going away, bud.